Hello and welcome to Casting Roles, a persistent D&D campaign played by a bunch of theater nerds. Thank you for joining us. If you're liking the show, please don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. And if you would like to contact us or see what we're up to, you can find us on social media. We're on Twitter at Casting Roles and on Facebook at Casting Roles ILM. And there's a one-stop shop where you can find all of our information at our website, castroles.com. We stream here on Wednesdays, hi Sully, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and our videos are uploaded on YouTube the following Friday. But with no other announcements, we'll go ahead and start the show. So, ticket takers. After some escapades in the city of Hightower and traveling to the subterranean community of the Rift, you made your way with Source to the laboratory where he was created. There, you thought that you were facing off against the king, Ahriman, the man who was responsible for Source's origination, but instead found something that was haunting Abel's memory. A Rakshasa was there in the guise of the Archmage. During battle, you managed to defeat him, in the process rescuing Marlowe's mother figure, Amalia, and made your way back out of the laboratory to the Rift, and decided to visit Source's other kind of formative space, the Monastery of the Four Winds. In your travels up to the Boreal Quarter, you discovered the sickness that's plaguing the community, found several members of the Violet Conclave there doing tests and work. Kaimana, in the form of a dog, discovered that one of the Violet Conclave members seemed to be responsible in some way for what was happening, or perpetuating the illness in some way. Following them, you discovered a location that reeked of bad things, bad magics, bad smells, bad all around, bad juju. You met in the process one of those orcish figures that is responsible for burying the dead, Omari Serapis, and you also ran into, again, the Archmage of Mysteries, Volmir Rylas. Deciding to go kind of gain additional information, you headed off to the Monastery of Four Winds, and we left off on the gondola ride from the Boreal Quarter over to the monastery. So, ticket takers, you are in the gondola, hanging 1,000 feet above the roaring Suvanarian River below you, and if you guys would like to have any kind of conversations as you pass through, or we're heading, it's probably a 20-minute ride into the monastery.
Mine is doing like a peek, like up over the edge of the gondola.
Is Kaimana still a dog?
Yeah. We'll just let it run as long as.
He's a good boy.
Who all is in the gondola with us? Is it just the ticket takers, or didn't we have some other people traveling with us? Wasn't there like a?
No,
We came over with the Maven, but she bailed.
Yeah, she had other business to attend to.
And we said we'd meet back with that guy later.
Yeah, the Undertaker guy, whatever it is.
Yeah,
What is it?
Yeah.
Omari. He's a
Awesome.
Barrowmore.
Barrowmore.
Yeah, it's the term for like
Yeah.
the ones who do the ceremonial burial of the dead to ensure that they can't be brought back as undead.
So it's just us ticket takers.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to reach into the little bag of holding that I have that doesn't have the flaming skull inside of it. Don't forget him.
Release the flaming skull in the middle of the gondola. What could go wrong?
Oh
Why not?
God!
Just
Make
chuck
it
him in the
interesting.
ocean and see what happens.
And I'm gonna tell the others, when I woke up this morning, I had for under my bed this chalice or cup.
Yeah, it's
So-
a jeweled like chalice. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And I'm gonna just show it to the other ones. I just woke up and this was beneath my bed in the inn that we were staying in the Rift. Does anyone? Well, Jody, does this look familiar to you?
Does it look familiar to me in any way?
Nope.
Well, it seems like maybe you had a bit too much to drink. If you don't remember it being there.
I didn't drink anything last night.
Oh, well. Is it magical?
Did I already try to cast Identify on it?
Yeah, it's mundane.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I will smell the cup to see if I can identify what its last contents were.
Okay, make a perception roll.
I will do the same thing.
Both of you, yeah.
Dog versus rat. Dog versus rat.
Yeah, with your dog stats.
Dog's gonna win.
And I feel like
How
dogs get
expensive.
advantage using smell.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
dog
a
did advantage.
master. Hang on.
Mar, are you smelling it too?
No, I'm just saying dogs get advantage because Mar gets an advantage.
Yeah.
That's my knowledge. We're not gonna do that.
Mars like, yeah.
No.
I rolled a
I was
13.
just asking
13?
how
Okay.
expensive it looks. I mean,
Roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
not my proudest moment in this campaign.
Did I upload
There are many of those.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
With your background with advantage, Mar.
I've infiltrated rich people. Slightly better. 13.
Okay. For the price, I mean, it looks like it's probably, I mean, the jewels are nice size. You could probably guess that they alone would be worth 400 or 500 gold. And the chalice seems to be made out of silver. So the weight of the silver might be another 100 gold.
With the dog stats, with my roll, it's a 16.
16. Okay, so Source and Kamana, you both pick up on. You don't get, like, there's no smell of, like, alcohol or any recognizable drink. In fact, like, the whole, like, the surface, like, it kind of almost has, like, the appearance of a chalice that was, like, left on a shelf for a long time. There's, like, a thin coating of dust on the interior. But you do kind of get this musty, like, loamy smell, almost like fresh turned dirt.
So the undead have been coming to visit you.
I hope that is not the case.
To
As
trade.
I'm investigating, do I see like any insignias or stamps or anything like that on the chalice that would indicate who made it or who it may belong to?
There is a symbol on the bottom of the chalice at the base that looks like a crescent moon over like a morning star.
Property of Fuddruckers.
Would Marlowe recognize that symbol?
Just because there's a moon on it. Okay, I see how it is. Do I
And a morning star!
with an interesting thing here, Marlowe probably would not, but Jury and Abel can both roll history checks.
Okay. I was gonna ask that anyway. Yay.
History?
Yeah.
Oh, do you beat mine? I got a 21.
I probably don't.
ask that? You beat it?
No,
really-
I got an 18.
Do you beat a 21?
Jury is weirdly competitive with Abel.
Yeah.
It's great. Because we have like similar skill sets, so I'm always like, oh, did you beat that?
Yeah, so Jury, immediately you recognize this is the mark of the Lunar Foundry from the city of Cindervale. It's
That's
it's a high class establishment that makes very expensive goblets and mugs and things like that. It's kind of like a side project of one of the artificers. Like in his downtime, he melds these things with magical means. So these are not like founded in the same way of like a traditional blacksmith. They are magically crafted. So it's actually probably worth more like 600 or 700 gold.
Ooh. From Cinderville?
Yeah, the Lunar Foundry.
Kaimana licks it.
Metallic, a little dusty. You know.
So you were basically visited by elves who make cobbler elves. Who made something in a night and then left.
They cobbled a chalice for me, which is not creepy at all.
Yeah.
Chalice with a chalice?
Easily worse things that you could have found under your bed unexplained when you woke up. I think
Yeah,
a chalice is so low.
I've had
on
a
the
lot
list.
worse, actually. Quite a few worse things
Jeez.
Some of
But I
them-
guess I will assume it is a gift from. Now that I recognize the symbol, it is perhaps a gift from the artificers of Cindervale.
Do you think it's a gift or like a message?
Well, we did at the celebration that was held
The ascension of the full moon.
Yep.
Yes.
Bam.
The rite of
Was
ascension.
in the monastery.
The monastery. Yes.
But not. It wasn't Source's monastery, was it? It was another.
No.
one.
No, it was the monastery of the Third Eye
Yeah, I wasn't.
outside
gonna do that.
Broadfield. Yep.
No, it was a monastery.
Yes. Yeah, and I did speak with some of the Cinderville artificers at the monastery during the celebration. Perhaps they... I don't know why they would give me a secret.
Do you mention
Chalice.
do you mention the name of the artificer you spoke to?
Yeah, I do.
His last name is Volt Switch. Jury.
Yes, Mr. Volt Switch.
Yeah, jury. Depending on how much information you want to give them, jury, they don't recognize that Volt Switch is attached to the Lunar Foundry.
Oh. Well, I'll tell them.
Yeah.
Oh, he's attached to that.
Oh, he's not attached. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's not. Yeah.
He's not attached to the Lunar Foundry. So then I don't know. Yet
How did
Gerald
he get
Volt
there?
Switch. Why?
Someone,
that's-
someone must have broken into your room.
Or magicked it in, right? You can magic things like that, Abel, right? You can just put things in other people's.
I don't think I can
stuff,
teleport
yeah.
things into other
That
people's
sounds like
stuff.
something you should be able to do.
That's a
At
pretty,
this point in my my magical practice, I do not have that ability. But
it's pretty high level magic to do that.
And
Okay.
why?
Broke into your room, left a cup, and bailed.
Yeah, lockpicking is much easier than that. Magic.
Left a 700 gold piece chalice under your bed. Was it standing up or on its side when it was under your bed?
yeah, it was.
You kicked it, so you don't know what its original. Like,
Oh.
yeah.
I was quite groggy when I woke up. I may have knocked it over. I'm not sure.
So
I wonder
now-
if anything had been in it that you knocked out.
But you know, they may be able to track you through this too.
Oh,
Kaimana doesn't know that, but after
that is a good point as
I'm
well.
a bard. I need to know these things. You're a bard, bitch.
I love metagaming where you've got something and you're just like, I can't say it! Somebody say it!
No.
Somebody else say
I was
it!
just like, I'm literally a dog.
Does anyone in the Rift have any connections to the Halls of Origination, Cinderville artificers that you would know of?
Yes, you all know that.
Ooh, I don't
Like you.
The-
It's been so long.
For
Yeah.
sure, the artificer that we all met, right?
Yeah,
Sources do,
Phileas. You've met Phileas's like brother.
We met Phileas's brother.
Yeah, like so, like the way that the artificers in Cinderville work is that when they sign into a clan, they all take the same clan last name, and so the Volt Switch that you met at the Rite of Ascension is in the same clan as Phileas and knew who Phileas was when he talked to Saurus.
stand by your clan.
So Gerald Volt Switch is Phileas's brother?
Well, not like
Clan brother?
biologically, but
Clan
like
brother,
the way,
yeah, clan
the way
brother.
they view it is like their craft is greater than their familial ties. So when they decide on to go into the craft, they kind of separate from their familial tie and take the clan name.
The blood of the coven is thicker than the water of the womb. Okay.
Kind of like being a really rabid sports fan.
Yeah, yeah. Arsenal United, Cinderville Crafters. Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Thing about
I just said
Arsenal is they
Arsenal.
always try and walk it in.
I just combined Manchester United and Arsenal into one team in my head, and so now every British viewer is pissed at
about
me.
that,
So.
It's blasphemy.
Yeah.
In other parts of the world.
Are we at Old Trafford or are we at Highbury?
At least I didn't bring in Chelsea into it. That would have been even worse. So,
Stamford Bridge.
yeah.
Okay, when we get back, I guess we can ask Phileas if he would recognize the craftsmanship in this chalice and who would have left it in my room.
That's a
Maybe-
good idea.
Maybe, I mean, if it's something they wanted to track, maybe they looked at you and were like, hey, he's an artificer, and then they threw an artificy thing in there, you know, so it'd be like you would definitely pick it up.
So,
that's my suspicion.
have you tried pushing any of the gems to see if they do anything to the cup?
We cast that.
Yeah,
Maybe
okay.
we shouldn't do it while we're hanging on a
What if it's like? What if it's
gondola.
like
I push one of them. I push a gem.
Okay, you need to roll it. No, you don't. It's fine. Nothing happens.
Nothing.
They're just
Source.
it's solidly
Source.
constructed. Yeah. It's
Source,
just
can I give you some advice? Don't press something you think might be a mechanism when we're trapped on a gondola. If you could do that for me, that would be great.
Well, if it was something really bad, we're away from everybody else, so we would.
No.
But then we
I
plummet
would
to
like
our
to be
death.
able to get away from you doing that. So.
Well, if it's big enough to make the gondola plummet, it's probably going to take us out before we. So we would never have noticed the fall.
What a great sentiment. that clarification
Quick death.
on your inspiration there.
We didn't take out a city block.
Yes.
It's an accomplishment because we didn't blow up a city block. Soros, that's an accomplishment. Oh, for you it might be.
We've never taken a city block before.
We almost took out an entire
We've
town.
evacuated city blocks.
We
That's
did
different.
almost flood an entire town.
And we
So-
didn't.
No.
So,
Just want to refresh everyone's memory on that one.
we've got a good track record on that.
Okay. I
Giant
think for
beavers.
now, the chalice will have to be a secondary mission until we can get to someone who has more information.
Sure.
So I'll put it back in the bag of holding.
all right.
Why are you sending this stuff? I knew it
That
was
would
here.
be literally blowing up everyone's
I know.
phone.
I was like,
Is that-
please. Okay, it was.
All right. Anything else you guys want to do on the gondola ride?
I give them a brief overview of the monastery, who like the head is, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
What the protocols are for visitors. What do you bow? Do you leave a gift?
Have to take off
Whatever.
our shoes.
Are pets allowed inside?
They're fine with pets. Yeah.
What did I name you? I gave you a dog name. I don't remember what it was.
You did, yeah.
You did.
I don't remember.
It
your
wasn't
dog
Kyle.
name. I think it was
I
Kyle.
think it was Kyle.
I think it was Kyle.
That was my.
It
That
made
was
me
my
laugh a
old,
lot. I think it was Kyle.
'cause that was my old D&D character, so I name all my familiars Kyle in D&D now. Yes. Amazing.
Watch out, drywall.
Here comes
It's gonna be like turn hooch.
I think my favorite was I had a messed up looking camel. Do you remember that, Rob?
Yes, I do.
You remember the camel that didn't look right because my character had never seen a camel. He just kind
They
of
only heard it described, so when they brought it into existence, it looked like a kid's drawing of a car. Only it was a camel.
His legs weren't right. We called him Kyle. Sully
Oh.
hates Kyle.
No, I think that's the food arriving. So Sully's like, "What the fuck is this?"
Gotta get it wrong.
Yeah. I'll wait till Sully stops barking for a moment.
I can't think of a movie off the top of my head, but that's one of my favorite tropes. Is just like this serious discussion happening, and there's just an animal that's like looking back and forth between like the human participants of this conversation, like just listening, not comprehending, but listening.
Yep. Yeah, I got nothing.
Our food arrived. Yay!
Yay!
Hand
Sully, you
delivered.
can't eat that. Sully ate a whole Slim Jim in its wrapper.
Oh no. Sully.
You're gonna pay for that later.
You gotta
She's-
appreciate the
Well,
tenacity.
she already like. So I think we paid for it last night, and by we I think Ronnie paid for it because I wasn't home.
Had a roommate who had a half Great Dane, half Mastiff, and it got into a thing of Swiss Miss powdered hot cocoa.
Oh no!
And
Oh,
like
no.
ate the packets and everything, and that dog was so miserable. We were finding little random packets around the yard for weeks from it processing through the system.
Oh, it's a good thing.
Fortunately,
like,
the dog
Swiss
was
isn't,
big
like,
enough.
real chocolate.
Well, that and the dog was so big that it made her sick, but
Yeah.
it didn't permanently harm her. But it was just one of those. I walk in the door and the dog is just miserable, so I don't even have to beat her. I just let her out, and she like runs to the yard and instantly just loses it everywhere.
So
She's a good girl and didn't do it in the house.
I had a Jack Russell Terrier, and you know how you have like bones for your dogs to chew on, and they're supposed to like chew on them? He swallowed it whole. He just swallowed the entire fucking bone, like real bone. And then he just had to poop it out because
Oh no.
like he was miserable. He was the worst. He did like so much horrible shit. It was funny. He like tore up all the linoleum in the kitchen. Like my dad put all the sprinklers in the yard, and he like tore out every single sprinkler because he was like intruder.
Did you order drinks?
He was really smart. But I think that was a bad thing.
Well, put it in to report that to the thing.
Special guest appearance by Ronnie's Knees.
Yeah, it's Ronnie's Knees.
Ronnie's is my new ska band.
Ronnie's Knees. All right. So does Ronnie sit still? Oh, there he is. Okay. So you guys, so the gondola ride takes about 20 minutes, and it's a slow descent. The mesa type situation where the monastery of the Four Winds is about 500 feet lower than the other mesas that make up the High Tower city proper. And you finally come to a stop, and there before you, like probably like the last 100 feet or so, you get a really good view of the monastery. And the first thing you kind of notice is that it's a concentric circle with another concentric circle on the inside, and it has elements coming off in 8 different directions. It's very clearly seems to be modeled after a compass rose. And so with a large kind of spire at the central focus point of the monastery, kind of very like Eastern, like pagoda-ish Buddhist spire. But you arrive, and there's a couple clad in indigo coloring robes, individuals there, and the moment they see Saurus open the gondola ride, they kind of give the customary salute in your direction.
And I return.
Welcome back, Saurus.
Thank you, brother.
What brings you to the island today?
One, to check in and speak to the master about my progress. 2, to get more information on what's been going on in the town. We've discovered some disturbing information and hope to better understand it.
Absolutely.
With knowledge that you've gleaned.
So you'd like to speak to Master Sirico then? Right this way, all. And he just kind of, one of the guards kind of leads you on, and you follow through. When you pass through the outer concentric circle functions more like a walled structure, but when you pass through that, you can see that there's an interior space where there's lots of plants and meditation places and fountains and small gardens of sand and rock and things. And then he passes through the second into the central building, and you find yourself in a large, mostly circular structure. Kind of a raised platform at the center that has 4 brazier type things on the edges, and then there's pathways going off in 4 main directions, the cardinal directions for the north, south, east, and west. And standing on the platform, seemingly in a meditative state, is a tall man, from a distance appearance, but as you get closer, you see that there also are feminine features that are like proudly presented, and you arrive, and their source you immediately recognize is Sirico, who we lost Source.
No, no.
Did not actually
Soros was
recognize
like,
this
"Bye."
individual.
Soros was like, "We got beat."
I'm back.
Oh shit,
We
my
got
boss. Hold on, I have to rearrange the windows really quick.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
You know,
It's like, where did everybody go? Okay, do you join again? Yes.
Um,
So apparently my internet hiccuped.
This storm, I'm surprised it's not. Everybody's like,
Yeah.
it's not hiccuping.
yeah, I'm surprised ours has been like knock on wood. I'm surprised ours.
Yeah.
has
Yeah,
been-
knock on wood. Yeah.
Why would you say it?
I'm sorry.
the shape change only lasts an hour, so let me know when Kaimon.
So like you're probably right at the tail end of it. You're probably like 5 minutes left or so. And then, but there in front of you is Siriko, who is the abbot of the monastery. Non-binary goes by they, them. And they kind of walk up to, they come out of their meditative state and look in Sora's direction. Soras.
I give a very deep bow.
And they nod in return. And Soras, quite unexpected to see you gracing our island again. What can I do for you?
My journey's brought me back through on the way to Feldspar, so I thought it only appropriate to pay my respects.
Well, we are greatly pleased to see you again, and you have come with friends?
My companions, in my venturing forth to experience the world, I've somehow managed to join the Adventurers Guild, and these are the companions of our team, the Ticket Takers, and then I will introduce Kaimana, and Marlowe, and Ronnie. Why am I blanking on your character's name?
You
Abel.
trying to get through
Abel,
our
thank you.
characters' names and
Well, no, it's
to watch.
no, it's. I was thinking of your character in the one shot. It's like, and Naveen. No, it's not
I did
Naveen.
start saying Naveen, and I was like, no.
Prince
Abel
Naveen.
and our associate Jordan.
Yep, and I introduced myself as Vox Populi representative and like bow.
Oh. And they bow in return, and they kind of look from each one of you and just, the druid does not have to be a dog any longer.
If a mastiff can smile, like
You can stop being a good boy,
just like.
The druid seems to like it.
And at this point, of course, it runs out.
Yes, yeah. And they like, oh, and they smile very calmly. It's like, well, it's pleasant to see you, and glad that you were able to visit us. It's always such a treasure. I assume there's something greater than just a visit awaiting.
I have progressed in my mastery of the forms, and I give basically going, hey dude, I'm 4th level now. Or 5th level now.
6th level.
You're actually 6th level, but yes.
I'm 6th level?
Yeah, we are all 6th level. Where's the
Yeah,
remote
we
control,
leveled
Rodder?
up last time, and we are 6th level.
The TV's
I
about to
don't
turn
It was
off.
on the bed.
The TV's
Oh.
about to turn off.
Jesus
Hold on.
Christ.
Okay, I updated it except for on my sheet where the class level is. So.
It's fine. I fixed it. Yeah, 6th level. All right. Hold on. So, well, that's quite an important thing to come get additional training on. Well, we can absolutely take care of that if you have time. It is somewhat of a ceremony.
Excellent. And then I also. The other thing is about the disease progressing in the boreal quarter, and I tell him what we found, or what Kaimana found, the information he perceived as to what was going on.
They, for the first time, look really somewhat concerned. Yes, we've been helping as much as we can with the sickness and taking care of those who do not have in the royal quarter. quite disconcerting to know that somebody might be causing the sickness. Have you spoken to the Violet Conclave representative about these?
Not yet. We were trying to ascertain whether that was wise, since one of the members of the Violet Cloister was actually the one doing this. So, that's one of the reasons we sought out your wisdom.
That is a good point. I've had some dealings with Volmir. He seems an honorable man. His father was questionable, but he seems to be doing the work to repair the image that his father left behind. You said also that there was a Barrymore there as well. Either might be a good resource to look to, but they would probably not work well together. The Barrymores and the Cloister do not get along.
Thank you, sir.
I wish I could be of more assistance. As I said, we've mostly been doing the work of helping those in need and providing, solace to families who have lost their loved ones. I do know that the bodies of the dead have not been released for proper burial.
Would there be a good reason why they would be keeping those bodies from their families?
I assume for the purposes of trying to determine the source or cause of the illness. That is, of course, the purview of the cloister, or the conclave members. But if you do not trust Volmir, then that might not be the direction you would like to go in questioning.
When you say his father had a questionable background, do you mind elaborating on those
Well,
facts?
It is ultimately, I think, what got the man killed. If you aren't aware, the newest magical research that the Archon of Mysteries is most famously known for is as a type of magic called dunamancy. The manipulation of space and time, as it were. Once necromancy was outlawed after the subversion, they sought to find another school of magic that might be able to replace it. And the Archon of Mysteries was the one responsible trying to find that. It was also found that he was mixing dunamantic magics with necromantic magics. And released some kind of spell which ultimately claimed his life. Manipulation of time and life. I think there's an immortality element to what he was trying to create.
I really hope that chalice isn't the
Oh, God.
cup of the.
Put his soul into a single mouth. No one see the sin.
Yes.
So you've got a Horcrux, is what you're saying.
Yes. He says, as you know, there are dark magics that can extend the life of a wizard, particularly long after their death, in the form of lichdom. But as those necromantic arts were outlawed, I think that they were trying to find a way to have eternal life without the sacrifice of death, as it were.
Oh, that goes against the natural order of things.
Quite. But he seems to have paid the price for it, and Volmir doesn't, as far as I'm aware, dabble in any of those darker arts. He is a very talented mage, powerful in the dunamantic arts, but being closely watched, I imagine, by the rest of the cloister. I think you're muted, Ronnie.
But you're saying it would not be a good idea to try to get Volmir to work with our new friend.
No, there's a great distrust between the Barrymores and the Conclave. Many of the Conclave members are partially, or at least historically, responsible for the Barrymores' deaths during the Purge. So there's some old-seated hatred there.
So I guess we just have to decide if we trust Volmir enough to ask him about getting the bodies released, or the reasons why the bodies have not been released to the families.
What we might want to do is go visit the building that Kaimana smelled and get more information there, and then we can decide who to take it to.
That might be the best plan, yes.
If only we could find a secret tunnel to it. Secret tunnel!
Secret
Through
tunnel.
the mountain.
Waiting for it.
Secret tunnel.
Yes, thank you for your information. Very
of
valuable.
course. Part of me imagines that Vox Populi would have more information on these topics than I would, but
Yes, you know, we definitely like smiled.
and Jury, you know that the monastery works within the Rift, and so has a very good working relationship with Vox Populi, and is not interested at all in the political, like they're just there to help people, and so
Yes.
they, yeah.
Yep. They're like, we're not setting any fires, but we'll help
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything you need of us while we're here?
Well, actually, in order to complete the ceremony, Source did need to bring friends. So, if you would all like to help him complete his training.
Kaimana's all about it. It's like,
God, you say you've been meaning to sacrifice us this whole time.
Please climb into the fire.
No.
Alright.
To serve man.
Yeah.
What is required for said ceremony?
Well, I'm happy to go into that if you're all ready to move forward with the ceremony, if there's other questions that you may have.
I like look at Saurus. Alright. Sure.
Alright.
Kaimana walks up and like holds Saurus's hand and just like,
Oh.
Yeah. This is quite a impactful moment for a young monk. At this stage of your training, you are probably able to sense the key of inner beings, but now we will imbue you with some magical essence of your own. I need one of your friends to represent the North Wind.
Marlowe.
Marlowe, and they kind of beckon for you to step forward.
I step forward.
And they reach out and loosely they kind of like trace in the air right in front of your forehead, and you feel it, they're not touching you, but you feel like almost like this breath of wind against your forehead, and everybody else can see that there's this sigil that appears, which any of you with arcane knowledge know it represents the northern compass piece. Interesting choice. And he points towards one of the doors, and he says, when the ceremony begins, you will go through this northern entrance here.
Is he saying that to me or to
Sorry,
Marlowe?
to Marlowe, yes. You will be here on the dais, Source, for your part.
This is so creepy.
Someone to represent the southern wind?
Kaimana.
Kaimana. They
Because-
motion for you to step
and-
forward.
And my reasoning for this is Marlowe is from the forest, which is to the north, and Kaimana is from the ocean, which is to the south.
Yep. All right. They motion for you to step forward, Kaimana, and
Kamada does this little like.
yeah, they make the same kind of motion in the air, and you feel like this warm breeze kind of go across your face, and everyone else sees like the sigil of the southern compass point appear on Kaimana's forehead. And then they motion behind. This will be the door that you will pass through at the start of the ceremony. The western wind.
Abel.
And Abel creates the same thing
Yes.
and directs you that way.
Nuevia is to the west.
All right, and then that leaves our young bardic friend for the east, and they complete the motion, and each of you. They direct you to like these pathways, and they're not long pathways of like 30 feet or so. And then at the end of each path, there's a large arched doorway. Now, this is a demanding, challenging process, and it will require all of you to contribute something to Saurus in order for him to unlock the key responsible for allowing these abilities to take faith. So, for the Northern Wind, you are looking for the key itself.
Okay.
So, in the space, in the room beyond, you will find, you're trying to find the key.
Cool.
For the Southern Wind, you are looking for an item that befits a monk.
Oh no.
He's going to be distracted by all the shinies.
No.
Yes,
God.
for the Eastern Wind, your faith will be tested.
Is that Abel or me?
That's
you.
Jury.
What?
Oh
Mhm.
no! God.
For the west,
Oh.
pick up a rock. You're
And
good.
for
Tell your friends.
the West will be unlocking knowledge.
Ooh,
I
that's
think
good.
Okay, nailed that one.
Are we allowed to magically aid him in any way? I gave him inspiration. Would that be allowed?
Absolutely. You have time to prepare now before the ceremony commences.
Cool. I give you inspiration.
All right, that'll last for 10 minutes.
Who's you?
You. It's your
Okay, me.
ceremony.
Die
You
10?
got-
Die 8.
I think it's a D8 at this point.
I think it's D8 at level 6, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can use on attack rolls, saving throws.
It's funny because I usually give Rob inspiration regardless because he's the paladin in the other one. So.
All right. So they kind of clearly know that they're being remotely cryptic, but are waiting in case you have any questions of them.
Kaimana is going to be spending this time like really examining the other monks. Like, what are they like? He's like getting uncomfortably close and like looking at their robes, like what's on their
You're trying to
feet.
chase the monks.
Roll just an investigation check.
Okay, well, it's like what fitting of a monk? It's like, okay, what are they wearing that Saurus is not? Like, what do they have that?
I gotta remember what god Juridan believes in.
You said
Oops.
investigation.
Investigation, yeah.
Alright, great. I got +0 to that. It's a natural 20.
So, I mean, immediately, like, the first thing you know is, like, while they all are very similarly garbed, there are differences in their outfits. It's not like they have a uniform, but everything that they're wearing is very much, like, indigo in color, and you are familiar enough with the gods to know that the god of the wind, indigo is his, like, colorful frame. But all of them are wearing very simplistic. There's no jewelry, no platinum or gold or anything like that. It's a very simplistic leathers and cloths and simple metals, nothing flashy, nothing shiny, very like aesthetic.
And come on, this world, boring.
Yeah, the exact opposite of anything that's interesting to come on.
But at the same time, it's stuff that he's more or less familiar with.
Yeah.
Like, very, like, walked around with the grass,
Mm-hmm.
the hat on for a lot.
Yeah.
Which I need to make for the puppet. I want him
Yes.
to have a big woven, like, grass hat.
Please do
Oh,
that.
I was between two gods for jury, and I didn't pick which one to pick, but I'm gonna pick one.
Usually bards go with Metasansi. You don't have to.
Yeah,
but,
I was between Aelisar and Metasansi.
Aelisar is the one of the four winds, so yeah.
Yeah, which is like weird because I was between those two.
Yeah.
I don't know which one they would have picked.
Roll a die.
Yeah, flip a coin.
Where's my D2? I don't know. I don't have it over here. Wait, I have a D2. Oh, yeah. Okay. Wait, I have a D2. I mean, it's the same thing. But I don't want to flip a metal coin. Have it be loud and horrible. I have a million.
Besides,
dice.
there's a reason you're a dice goblin. It's so that you can pull out your.
Yeah.
You know,
I have a
Exactly.
D2.
Yeah, so you can be like, oh, no, I have a D2.
Yeah.
One is I do have a D2. Look at
That's
that.
really cool.
That's
Look at
awesome.
it.
One is Metasani. Oh god. Oh well, it's not that. So Aelisal.
Aelisar,
Cool.
I guess I'm going against the grain. I like
Nice, good.
It's in character.
I was rooting for Metasansi.
that. I'm sorry. I'm
Ronnie's
sorry.
is Metasansi.
Oh.
No, we're covering
well,
more of our
that's
bases with
fun.
the gods.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good
that's-
because now you have at least you have 3 gods represented. So that's good.
Oh, that's fun. Well, I like that even
It's like
more.
the model you had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saurus,
Select them all.
agnostic.
All right, that's my god.
So, are you ready to begin?
We are ready.
I am.
Well, Saurus, you will take this space here, and they stand up, and you see that they generally seem to be floating above the ground wherever they move. They don't walk, and they generally float away, kind of off of the raised platform, and they invite you to take the space that's there. And you immediately realize there's 4 braziers. And each of them has this green light that's kind of glowing from them. The moment you step up, all 4 just and they go out and they turn white. And so Siriko says, once you have found the item in your specific location or your faith has been tested, the door will open and you'll be able to bring the item to here and offer it to the brazier attached to your pathway. If it was the correct choice, then the brazier will return to green. If it was not, then you must try again. I will say that speed may be of the essence, depending upon Saurus's training.
No pressure.
Okay.
I'm glad
No
I know that
pressure.
now.
If you are ready, you may approach your doors.
Carmona walks up to the door.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And then they float further up, kind of higher up, and you see them. They take this bracelet that they have, and they pull it off and toss it, and it flies into the air, and it hits right in the center point of the dais, and just sticks in the air, and just starts rotating and turning and flipping like this. And then suddenly you see this white light starting to spread from the inside of the ring and grow brighter and brighter and brighter. And suddenly there's this wind blowing from this hole in space that's opening. And there's both like this cold wind and then a warmer wind and then a colder wind and a warm wind. And then there's a gust and then a slight breeze. And you just feel winds pouring out of this hole. I need you all to roll initiative.
Initiative.
Alright.
I thought this was a ceremony, not a.
Oh, it's a ceremony. But there's
Oh.
But
Save
there's a
it.
time limit, and so
My
we're gonna
ceremony was just stand in a circle in the moonlight.
No initiative roll necessary.
Oh, okay, that wasn't good.
What is initiative?
So-
Okay, I rolled the Usually
Yeah,
call
I'm
them
trying
out.
to find it on the phone.
19.
19. Alright, 1 sec. Let me position. The only person on the map right now is Saurus.
Who's where? Oh, initiative. Oh, well, that's shit. Alright.
I rolled an 8 too.
Wow, we get to go together.
Whose dexterity's higher?
Oh,
I got
we do
plus
that
4.
rule. I like that.
So you'll probably go first. All right. So anybody 25 to 20?
Oh boy.
Okay. Anybody 20 to 15?
19.
Fourth was 19.
18.
Saurus 19, and then Mar. Anybody else at that range? All right. All right, and then 14 to 10.
Keep going.
12.
down.
Abel.
Oh.
And then you both had 8. And then so it's Kaimana, and then
And
Jury.
then Jury.
Sweet. All right, cool. So we're in initiative count. And so when it comes to your turn, you'll have like kind of 6 seconds to take action within the room that you're in. And then Saurus, whatever is going on the dais, you'll have, of course, in your turn to deal with that. But so our first up is Saurus. And so Saurus, you're standing there and you're kind of like, you watch each of your friends like taking steps to support you and moving to their doorways. And as each of them reaches out to touch the door, the winds at the center, one blasts forward towards Marlowe, one blasts towards south towards Kaimana, and then the east and the western winds fly towards Abel and Jury, and they impact into those doors, and the doors fly outward. And each of you feel yourself forced into the door, and then it slams behind you. And then once that happens, Saurus, the winds start to form a circle in the space, and you just kind of see this kind of wall of wind that's circling you. And you can feel something approaching. It's not there yet. Is there anything you want to do to prepare yourself? Oh,
Your
I
mic,
can't.
Rob.
Your mic, Rob.
I'll just relax
Okay.
and wait.
You're just waiting around. It's good. All right, so that takes us to Marlowe. So Marlowe, you feel this burst of wind push you forward, and when the door opens, it's darkness, and you're like, what in the world is going on? And then you pass through, and the door slams behind you, and suddenly you find yourself in a room. It looks like a well-established room, like something you might see in a castle, like in a palace. There's beautiful curtains on the walls, there's tapestries, and you find yourself at a dinner party.
Oh, my worst nightmare! No!
And there are dozens of people kind of wandering around the dinner party, all in fine clothing, like chatting with one another, eating hors d'oeuvres, and just ringing in the back of your head is like, you must find the key. So what would you like to do?
Make a perception check to
Okay.
find a key.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Can I use advantage with my wolf senses?
I don't think you can smell a key.
Okay. Well, that's a 6.
A 6. Okay,
Sorry,
so
it's a 7.
7. Okay, so you walk into the room and immediately like somebody bumps into you and they just they kind of give you a sidelong look as they continue walking through, and then but with your perception, it's like really like you see a lot of shiny things. You see a lot of shiny like people on different people, but just a cursory glance, you don't see a key of any sort.
Well,
Alright. Which takes us to back to the main room. Saurus, at the center of that space, you see a thing pop out of the corner and it flies around, and it's going to land kind of right next to you. And you see this creature made of air, basically, and it's going to make an attack against you.
Oh my god.
Welcome to try.
What kind of freaking ceremony is this?
What? Oh,
Such
sorry. I mean, it doesn't look like that, but that's okay. All right, so it's gonna make a claw attack at you. Nope. Does a 14 hit Saurus?
No.
Does not. Okay, so you kind of block out, but you see this swirling kind of creature with like it's weird. It has like almost like leathery wings and a face, but it's clearly all made of cloud and air, and it just popped out of that portal. All right, that takes us to. Oh gosh, where's my list?
It's not either of us.
Abel.
Yeah.
So
Oh, it is me.
So Abel, so same thing. You kind of are forced into the room, and when you open your eyes, you find yourself in a 3-story library.
Ooh,
Like the walls lined with books.
wow. It's not the kind of knowledge that I would prefer. I'm more of a hands-on kind of knowledge seeker. 3 stories, walls lined with books.
Yep. What would you like to do?
I'm going to open one of the folds of my robes, and my little spider companion, Anansi, will come crawling out, and I want to do a perception check to see if I see any obvious key anywhere around.
You're not looking for a key. You're looking for
I'm not-
knowledge.
Oh, knowledge. I'm looking for knowledge.
Knowledge that will specifically help
Jesus.
Saurus.
The
Okay.
knowledge of what you're supposed to be looking for.
Is there a book index for this library?
Make an investigation check.
A card catalog.
Come on, use your knowledge of the Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah, I was about to say, is there a Dewey Decimal System?
Investigation. If I have,
You're a
I'm not.
librarian.
Ay. If I have a Nancy with me, can I roll with advantage?
Is he also looking with you? That'll
He will
use
also
up
help
his
me look.
bonus action, so yeah.
That's fine with me. Okay, so it's a 12 or a shit. 12.
12. So looking around the room, you don't see any like card catalog or description system. Like as you're looking, you just see like one shelf. Like you see a title that pops out immediately to you: Sleeping Dragons.
Hmm.
And then when you're glancing over to another side, you see another shelf that says Wandering Clouds.
Wandering Clouds.
That sounds
Yeah.
promising.
Yes. I'll go over to the Wandering Clouds and ignore
Alright.
the Sleeping Dragons.
So you take Wandering Clouds
Let
down.
sleeping dragons lie.
Yeah.
You go over to Wandering Clouds and you pull it from the shelf, and the moment you grab it, like, and you open it up to a page, and you immediately see like descriptions of the Cloud Cities and like the Profane Capital and a whole like history of those locations. Make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Oh,
Too much knowledge. Oh, saving throw. Saving throw. Fine. That's one. Oh, I have a +7 to this.
Oh, sorry, Wisdom saving throw.
Can I just keep the intelligence?
No,
Because I rolled
sorry.
a 21 on that.
Nope, Wisdom saving throw.
Right.
That's still good.
Ah, I rolled a 2.
No. You take whatever your first roll was, just add your Wisdom saving throw
Oh.
to it. Because you rolled
Well,
that
it was
die.
a +0. I think it was a 14 I rolled.
Okay, then you're good. You don't lose a turn being enraptured in reading. But you did choose this book for this round, and you have this round to read it. I'll tell you any information that you get from it in the 6 seconds that you're scanning through it, but you do immediately pick up that this book was trying to trap you, and it was not the right choice.
Crap.
Ooh.
All right, which takes us to Kamana. Kamana, you wind up in a room, and as Rob so correctly predicted, when your eyes adjust to the space, it's like the Cave of Riches in Aladdin, the Cave of Wonders, and you are Abu. There's piles and piles of glittering gold and gems and platinum and chalices, and there's shining, sparkling things in all corners of the space. This is where Kaimana finds himself.
How did you assign this in both the best and worst way possible for everybody?
Wait, were these like wait, is this like specified to us?
No,
or
I
is this...
I literally had like northern wind, southern, and like they're there, and Rob just magically picked the exact right locations.
You made like the worst choice for all of us. Like somehow.
All that good fortune of the trying to get into the Adventurers Guild is like coming right back around to bite us in the ass.
It's like it really is a test. It really is a test, huh? A trial.
Yeah. All right. So Kaimana, immediately when you wander in the room, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
This is so funny. I want to cry.
Okay, because I spent the time to study the monks and see that they were very humble and not gaudy, do I get advantage?
So I'll give you advantage on all of your investigation checks to try to
Saving
find
throw.
something. This is the saving throw to determine whether Kaimana can prevent himself from going after the shinies.
Oh my god.
Roll it.
Alright, at least I get a... at
big
least it's one of my
plus.
saving throws. So. Okay, 25.
Good.
Alright.
So you are free to investigate with advantage this space.
You're a good friend.
Okay,
You
I
will
try to
it.
find the cup of a carpenter. Like, that's...
You're like that kind of thing. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll
Yeah.
with advantage. Investigation.
That I needed my... Okay, investigation.
Yeah, you need advantage for that. Oof. Oof.
10.
10. So kind of like digging through immediately, like you come across a couple things in the first pile that you're like, oh, these seem really simple, but they're not like the keyword that keeps popping into your head is fit for a monk, and it's nothing that he could wear. But you do like, but it's weird. Like the moment you grab something that seems really valuable, it vanishes from your hand, like in a puff of smoke. But all the things that are maybe like less mundane or more mundane, they stick around. But you're like, you just don't feel like you found the exact right object yet. But you will get advantage on your future saving throws against the room, because now you've realized that if you touch something that's wrong, like the glittery stuff, it vanishes anyway. So
It's not real.
It's not real. But we're gonna have to like Kamana's still gonna have to convince himself that it's not real. All right, jury.
All right.
The room opens up and you find yourself in a chasm. There's a rock wall about 30 feet across from you, or 40 feet across from you. And then you're on a ledge on a rock wall. It's very much like the rift, but with no bridges or anything. And you notice a single chest on the opposite rock wall directly in front of you.
So Jury goes to cast fly and then is like, wait, no, it's supposed to be about faith or some garbage like that. And so he starts climbing. Because is it above me or is it
No,
across this
it's
chasm?
directly across from you. It's like 40 feet away.
Oh, well, shit, maybe I will cast fly. I have that with my my harp.
Oh, that's right. Yep. So you cast fly on yourself?
Yep.
Okay. And then you take off across.
I start going across.
So you fly up into the air 5 or 6 feet. You start to make your way across. Halfway across, weird, the magic fails. And you start to fall, and you plummet, and you plummet, and you're plummeting, and you're falling, and you just see the ledge pass. And you pass, and you look down, and you realize there's just clouds beneath you. And you're still falling at the end of your turn. So we'll see what happens after this.
I hate you, Soros.
Good round, everybody.
Which takes us
Thanks,
to
guys.
Saurus. All right, so Saurus, you've got this creature there in front of you.
Which tried to attack me.
Yep.
So I will punch it non-lethally.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll.
25.
Yep, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
7.
7 points of damage. Okay. So you make contact, and it kind of like, and it comes back, and you hear this like guttural, like weirdly growl, hissing sound come out of its throat. Looks pretty hurt.
I hit it again.
All right, go ahead and roll again.
That one would be a 27.
That definitely hits.
And that also is 7.
7 points damage. All right, cool. Like, you see that this creature's like really struggling to hold itself in corporeal form.
Get him.
And then I will do my... I have bonus attack, right?
Yes, you get attack, and then you can do an unarmed strike. Yeah.
Considering that all of my strikes are unarmed, is kind of ironic. That's another 25.
That hits.
Rolling great on the attack, crap on the damage.
I do feel.
And
like
that also is 7.
Okay.
I rolled 3 2s in a row.
So, and you're doing non-lethal. Okay, so
Non-lethal.
you smack it, and it's interesting. Like, you don't intend to kill it, but there's this hit that just disperses it. But you feel the energy that created the creature just get sucked back up into the portal. So it doesn't die, but it does disappear from your space.
And there will be another one soon.
All right. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, I just wait.
All right. Marlo, back at the dinner party.
Oh God.
So, okay, I gotta ask some questions here.
Okay.
How many people are here, like in this room?
So there's about probably a dozen, maybe 15.
Okay, so uncomfortably small. Okay,
It's an intimate dinner party.
great,
Oh,
even better.
Not the word for Marlowe.
Cool. Are they, and like, they've noticed me, right? Like, how it seems to be their response to my presence in this.
So the one who
situation.
bumped into you kind of gave you like a disgusted little sneer, but for the most part, they seem to be ignoring you.
Great. I mean, I guess I'll keep kind of walking around and looking around and see if there's anything that stands out to me. It looks just like anything that looks of note in this environment.
Go ahead and roll a perception check, unless you want to use investigation.
No, I think I want to use perception, right? I say yes, correct. I say. That's better. 15.
15. So the first thing you notice immediately is that while they are not dressed in any way similarly, every single one of them has a very prominent necklace.
Okay.
And like one of the necklaces you see is like an arrowhead. Another is a moon. Another is a flame. Another is a key. Another is a compass. Another is a what do I have written down? A tree. And another is like a representation of a river or a lake. And then another is the sun.
Man, that's a lot of things. Can I use
What are you here to find, Grace?
the key? They can't. It's not just gonna be the key necklace. It's not just gonna be that. There's no way. Can I go up to the person who has the key necklace?
Sure.
Cool necklace, I say. And I want to gauge the response.
Make a charisma saving throw.
Cool. Okay.
Oh.
Kill. No, she's gonna do great. I feel it.
No. I don't. Is the thing. I rolled a 12 and I get a -1, so it's an 11.
11. You do
Yeah.
not get lost in conversation for the next round.
I would never. Mara would fucking never get lost.
Okay, so then they speak and they kind of are looking at you and they're just, what can I do for you?
Your necklace. It's a key. It's a key? Yeah? It's a key.
Yes.
That's cool.
It doesn't unlock the door you want. And the person
thought
vanishes
so.
in front of your face. So the person like puffs into smoke and vanishes. Yeah.
Too easy.
But you've eliminated one of the keys.
Okay.
Or one of the necklaces. Good.
All right.
Alright, that takes us to... Okay, Sora's back in your space. You feel another puff, and another creature pops out and flies down. And then immediately another puff, and another one pops down. And while one of them is flying down, he's going to use his breath attack against you. So I need you to make a strength saving throw.
I am going to use my inspiration, which is useful because it brings me up to a 13.
Good. Then you are not knocked prone. But you do feel this gust of wind slam against you, and you hold fast against it. The other one is going to make a claw attack at you.
I got you.
Thank you, Jordan.
I got you.
Yes, and
Yep.
that is a 15 to hit.
Does not hit.
Doesn't hit, so claw comes out, and you definitely step aside, but now you feel yourself kind of like pinched in between these two creatures. Alright. Which takes us to Abel. Back in the room. You realize, like, as you're reading through, the book vanishes in your hand.
Oh. Okay, I will. Well, it's vanished. Run down and see if I can find the other book that caught my attention. The dragon.
Sleeping Dragon's book. Okay, so
Yes.
you run over. You know exactly where it is. You go over to grab it, and you pull it off the shelf. Make a Wisdom saving throw.
I'm sure it can't be intelligence. 'Cause-
No.
Mind player appears.
Sure.
Ugh.
Ugh.
No,
an
don't
intelligence
even. No,
saving
don't
throw.
even.
8. You are stunned in reading for the next turn.
God, these dragons are so
Yeah,
freaking
but
interesting.
you are reading really interesting about where the hinted at, like where the main dragons, where they've fallen like asleep and where they might be found. Very interestingly, like words of people who are seeking them out for their own uses. But you find we'll be skipping your next turn.
Oh my
However,
God.
you know, we are going to end up eventually with the dragon that's under the water.
Yeah, you're
So,
getting good information.
may
Yeah.
Yeah. What do they say
Between the
about
12
the-
cities
what do
and
they
the
say about
dragons.
the wish-giving properties of that dragon?
Yeah.
Go more into
Yeah.
detail there.
Yep.
Yeah, this may prove useful in the future. So
There's-
if you're going to lose a turn on something,
there's-
this one's a good.
There's detailed information about each dragon that isn't beyond anything that you've ever learned before.
Cool.
All right, takes us to Carmana. Make
Yeah,
a Wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Alright, buddy, you can do it. Alright, advantage. Alright.
So 16.
16, you're good. You can investigate freely. And you have advantage on your investigation checks because you know what you're looking for. Or what type of thing you're looking for.
Ooh, that's not it.
Alright, come on, come on.
8.
8. What is it? Scrooge McDuck dive into some pools of coin to like dive through, and you just like everything you touch is vanishing around you, and you're just like, you don't get your eyes on anything that you see that would be helpful for this turn.
Us fucking up this ceremony for Rob is so in character. Like,
It's fine. Rob's only like fighting things. It's okay.
Fighting for his life, yeah.
Friends like these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just imagine the perfect thing of like Source in his head being like, it's okay, my friends will come through for me, they
Yeah.
got this, and just cut to all of us
Yeah.
just drastically
Yep.
fucking up.
Is
While
there
Abel's reading about dragons, like, oh my goodness.
is there anything, Kaimana, that you feel like you could do that might help your search? Based on what you know about like how the things vanish when you touch them or anything like that.
Are mirror images tangible?
They are not.
Okay.
Mm.
I've already spent my action for the turn, so I can't do that. I was gonna think maybe locate object.
I'll give you an action for that.
Okay, yeah. I would like to cast locate object as like a piece of fabric.
piece
Like-
of fabric. Okay.
Yeah.
So like as you're kind of focusing, like there's this ping, ping, ping. 3 distinct points light up in your brain of where you can sense that there is fabric in the room.
Okay.
Yep.
Ooh.
So you got that for your next turn. All right. Which takes us to Jury. Jury, you are falling, and suddenly you hit nothing.
Oh.
And then you're kind of floating there for a second, and then your vision blurs out, and then you're standing back on the ledge.
Oh, come on. Piss off with this monk bullshit. I'm gonna shut my eyes and see if I can walk forward.
Okay, you just take a couple steps forward.
And I'm gonna like ask my god to help me across.
All right, so Elisar, you're praying to
Yes,
Elisar.
Elisar. Help me across.
Totally,
Help me boy out.
yeah, dead god, but still totally whatever, like there. And you take a step forward, and after like 10 feet, you realize like your feet haven't left stone.
I'm gonna keep going until I hit something.
Okay. You walk
Did I hit
forward. What's your movement speed?
Is it normal? I think so. Just
30?
half work. Yeah, 30.
Okay. So you get to the end of your movement speed and you haven't hit anything yet.
Oh.
But
I'm gonna. Yeah.
yeah, in your brain you're like,
I should be somewhere. I'll open one eye and
Yeah.
then I can see
Okay, you open your eye, and there is nothing beneath you. Make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh gosh. Okay.
It is Last Crusade.
Should have kept the eye shut.
I've got to not
Oh.
choose poorly.
I rolled an 8.
An 8. You feel your feet, and you fall again.
Oh,
And you're
I'm gonna kill him.
you're falling, but you have a better sense of maybe how to solve the space. And you're falling again as we go on to Saurus. You've got 2 of these guys to deal with. Your Saurus. Did Saurus freeze? Oh no, he's
No, Source is thinking.
He's thinking.
It was like so perfectly frozen.
Yeah. I'm so proud of myself for figuring out at least part of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you are
that's
all making,
Tremendously fast.
except for Abel, you're all making.
come on, man.
Hey, he's eliminated a couple possibilities.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit one of them.
Okay. Which one do you want to hit?
Doesn't matter because I rolled a 1.
Okay.
So that's a 9.
Yeah, no. That misses.
I'm gonna try and hit him again,
all right.
and rolled another natural 1.
Oh my
So that's
god.
2 ones in a row.
I wish I could give you inspiration again.
You punch, and like they literally like they go incorporeal as you're punching through. But there's this interesting thing because you rolled 2 natural ones. As you're punching through the second one, you see on your wrist that veil tether,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and it becomes like visible for a moment, and you're reminded that it's there.
Oh shit. I forgot about that.
might want to use it.
Or that might be bad.
Yeah.
That might be really bad.
Could let him like teleport or turn into a
Really
shadow.
good or it's really bad.
Yeah.
Or you could get kicked out of the monastery. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool, right? Then I could stop falling.
Maybe then we become members.
Yeah, that's the fine print.
Yeah.
If Saurus fails, you all become members of the monastery.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold that thought.
Okay.
And I will try bonus action punch 1.
Okay.
I rolled a 7 this time, which is a total of 15 to
That
attack.
does hit.
Ooh, nice.
Roll damage. They have low AC.
And I am going to spend a key point to stunning strike.
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
Constitution save versus a 12.
Nope. That is a 2.
So he is stunned and takes 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Good. So I'll say this one here is stunned. I don't have
I'm
a marker
stunned.
here. Good. Sweet. All right. Well, that's good because now you only have to deal with one attacking you on the next round. Any movement you want to do, Source? Because right now they have you in flanking. I don't know if you want to.
Yeah, I will counter around so that I'm not being flanked.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Which takes us to Marlo.
Okay.
You got this, Mar.
I'm gonna need a rundown again of what the symbols were. I know
Okay.
you said it, and I completely
Yeah.
ignored it.
Arrowhead, moon, fire, river or water symbol, a tree, a compass, a key, and there's a tower. That's it.
Okay. So, arrowhead, moon, fire, river, compass, tower. One more that I think I'm lost.
Just the
Sorry.
key.
Tree.
Tree.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's it.
Ace, you got this. There's been hints. There have been hints.
Can I go for the compass?
All right, so you walk up to the lady who has the compass necklace. This like pompous, well-to-do lady, and it's weird. Immediately, like you have like flashbacks to some woman from the Veltland. But make a charisma saving throw.
14.
14. You do not get lost in conversation for the next round. But she kind of looks at you, and what can I do for you?
Is your necklace the key, or do I gotta keep doing that?
She kind of clutches it in her hand for a second. Well, I guess you'll have to find out. And she hands it off to you. She does not vanish.
Well, that's you can just tell me. You should just not be honest about
She just
it.
smiles.
Okay. Fine. Cool. I mean, I guess I start heading back out to see if this is right.
Okay, so you move about 10 feet to the door. You open the door, and you find yourself in the main area here. You're on the north.
Do I see Soros just like...
Yeah, you... Oh, hold on. I realized that on my end, north looks different than for you guys.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Okay, yeah, I was just gonna you kind of out, but yeah.
And yeah, you see Soros that there's two kind of creatures that are attacking in his area, and you see the brazier right in front of you at your level.
Oh, hey Soros. Doing great up there. I will try to put in the compass on the brazier and see if that works.
So you move forward to the brazier, toss the compass in, and the brazier flips to green.
Ah!
Woohoo!
You did it! Yay!
Yes.
Oh, it's green.
All
Thank you,
right.
Barlow.
So you guys have one, and Marlo, you're free to join into the fray on your next turn. Which is the enemy's turn. We've got one who's stunned. Does he just makes a saving? It's at the end of your next turn. He's free from this.
Right.
The other one is going to make a claw attack at you. Natural 20.
Oh,
That is 8 points of piercing damage from the method
Okay.
as it claws across you, and you hear the sound of popping from the portal, and this other creature appears and it's going to swing down towards you, Mar, and make now that we have a new person in the room, and make a claw attack against you. That is a 21 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That is 4 points of piercing damage.
Wow.
All right. Which takes us to Abel.
Alright, Abel, you got this.
Just reading. Just reading.
Yeah, we're okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn.
A wisdom saving throw. Please, goodness. Ooh, okay. 15.
15. The book vanishes in your hand, and you clear your mind. You are free on your next turn to begin to continue your search. Carmona.
yeah, I'm gonna zip around to the 3 cloth things that I picked up.
Okay, go ahead and make your investigation check with advantage.
All right. Do I need
Because
to make a wisdom?
because you used the identify object, I'm treating it as that Kaimana's eyes are still closed, focusing on those blips.
Okay.
So you currently are not looking at anything, so you don't have to use the wisdom saving throw.
All right.
You got this, buddy. Ooh, you may do got this.
Okay.
It's advantage, right?
18.
Yeah.
18. So you get to the first one and you reach out and you kind of grab and you feel like a veil, maybe, and you're like, no, maybe not. And then you run to the second one and you reach out and you grab something and you realize, like, okay, like long, thin fabric, maybe like a belt or like a sash of some kind. And you open your eyes and it is an indigo belt piece.
Oh, I am out. That's
You make your way to your door.
And, as I'm going, can I just like hold one hand out and try to swipe it through like as many shinies on the way out as I can?
Yeah, every
I'm hoping
shiny.
that one turns tangible and I can just like.
Hold on, let's see. Yeah. So as you're moving, you touch something and it doesn't vanish in your hand, and you clasp it and you keep running.
What is it? What am I?
Do you want to look at it before you're outside?
No, it'll make you leave.
Yeah, no, I'll drop it.
Just wait till you're outside. You can hold it.
Well, I think I can only leave with one thing. So like I don't want the sash to vanish. So yeah,
Okay. So
I'll realize this is dumb and I'll drop it.
Okay, so you drop it and then you make your way outside. The door closes
Yeah.
behind you, and there you see the kind of the dais there in front of you with Saurus fighting a creature and Mar.
So you just see Kaimana like running towards you.
I got this, Dad.
Do you toss it in the brazier?
Yes.
Okay, and then the brazier flips green. Right there in front of you.
Look
Good.
at
I'm gonna be the only one. Now.
it's gonna be both of us. It's like the himbo squad. The himbos can't figure it out.
All right, which takes us to Jerry. Kamana, you have anything with your bonus action you want to do?
Yeah, I will cast Shillelagh on my.
Okay,
stick.
you are ready to go with your shillelagh next round. Jerry, your eyes clear. You're back on the ledge.
I hate puzzles. And I'm gonna replicate what I did last time.
Okay, and you move forward. You get to the 30 feet, and you're
And then
there.
So do I think that? So I think I'm not far enough, right?
Yeah, from what you like, the chest was like 40 feet away.
Okay. So I guess I should. Well, I could probably I could roll to jump, right?
Or you can use your action to dash if you want.
Oh yeah, I'll use my action to dash.
Okay, so you use your action to dash forward, and then you bump into something, and you hear something like rocking on a stand in front of you.
Ooh. Okay, I'm not gonna open my eyes. But I'm gonna open the chest.
Okay, so you open up the chest, and there's this like faint light glowing from inside the chest. Like you can feel it against your eyelids.
Mm.
And then you reach in. You feel like a large piece of cloth of some kind.
Ooh. All right, I take it.
Okay, you take it. All right, and then do you kind of turn around back where you were?
Yep.
All right, so you make another 20 feet. No, yeah, 20 feet further. Okay, so you are back about halfway across, but you're keeping your eyes closed.
I'll keep my eyes closed.
All right, good. All
I
right.
have faith in this.
Jury has faith.
And
All right,
this
which
never-
takes us to Source.
Oh, you're muted, Source.
Thank you. I'm going to hit the method in front of me.
All right, go ahead and roll your attack.
That is a 10.
Does not hit.
Your die are going into jail? Because that was 2 1s and a 2
Oh,
in
gross.
succession. I'm going to hit it again. That is a 14.
14 just hits.
For 7.
And that's the one you already hit, right?
Correct.
Yep. He vanishes back into the portal.
I move to the stunned one.
All right. You have advantage on any strikes against him.
I will do my bonus strike.
All
Let's see, that's 17
Hits.
and a 26.
Yeah, that hits.
And that is 7
7
in
points.
damage. I keep rolling 2s on my damage. It's amazing.
You rolled 1s and 2s. All right, so you strike out and connect with the one that's stunned there. At the end of your turn, you see it kind of starting to regain its motion again, and the stun goes off.
Yep.
Marlowe, you got a creature behind you.
I'd like to get my lightning going. On
Okay.
My sword.
All right.
It's still a D4, right? I have a change.
I don't.
Well, it's a D6
It's a
now.
D6. Yeah, you upgraded it. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So I take 3 points of damage. And I will flip back around to this dude behind me and
Okay.
be like, God, I'm so happy you're here. I just had to talk to someone.
All right, go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay.
Social
The
arguments
first
with-
one is a. What is this plus? Sorry, it's been so long. 22.
Yeah, that
to
hits.
hit.
Yep.
Okay. And then that. That is 10 points of damage with another 4 points of lightning damage on top of it.
Okay, looks like barely holding itself together after the first hit.
Second attack. Not great. 13.
That hits.
Never mind.
That's their armor class.
You love to see it. And then that is not the wrong dice that I just rolled. And then that is 12 damage.
12 damage, and you did not specify non-lethal, so I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I didn't know that we were doing
In character.
Is that a dex save?
Yeah.
19.
19, you're fine. So, like, as you strike the mephit the last time, it explodes, and you feel this, like, gust of wind slam against you, but it does not do damage.
Oh, wait.
All
Lady
right.
in.
Good. Anything else you want to do on your turn there, Mark?
Can I move up on the area that Source is on?
Yes. You want to get up to the range of this mephit?
Yeah.
All right, there you are. You can't get on the other side to give him. He'll like need to move to get flanking. 'Cause
I don't
It's
think-
a slope, so it's like.
I don't think he's gonna need it, honestly.
No
He
problem.
seems like he's fine. But I'm there in case something bigger comes and we want to do
All right.
something.
As Marlowe thinks this,
Oh.
you hear
I didn't summon it.
you hear a popping sound, and a full-sized elemental drops out
Oh,
of the
God.
portal. And it sees you both there. 1 to 3 it goes after Saurus. 4 to 6 it goes after Mar. That's a 6. So Marlowe, it kind of swirls in your direction, and it actually is going to move into your space. I need you. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Strength.
Yeah.
You're gonna laugh. What do you think I rolled? What do you
Did
think?
you roll a 0?
I rolled a 2.
But it's minus
So if
2.
we take away 3 from that,
A negative 1.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
Okay, so first you take
It's the whiff of the century.
11 points of bludgeoning damage.
I've done worse, really, on strength stuff.
Yeah, 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and then I need you to roll a d20 and let me know if you beat a 12.
Jeez.
I don't.
You don't beat a 12? Okay.
I don't.
So you are thrown. What did you roll?
I rolled a 5.
A 5. Okay, thank you.
God.
So you are thrown 20 feet this way. You land prone,
Cool.
and you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage from the fall. But thankfully, you did not slam into Kaimana or Saurus.
Small blessings, I guess.
But so the creature moved into your space and then like whirlwinded itself, and then threw you out of its space.
It's still better than the dinner party. I'm fine.
Marlo's like, I'm at home.
Oh,
It's
Mark.
fine.
This is what I'm comfortable with.
All right. The other enemy is no longer stunned. It's going to make a claw attack against Saurus. That doesn't hit. That's like a 12.
Nope.
And it is going to move within your space around this way. All right. Abel.
Yeah. So, can I, with the help of little Anansi, look to see if we can find any other book that may,
Yep, go
the
ahead.
title maybe of
Make an investigation check.
Con Advantage?
Yes, with advantage.
Gracias.
Advantage.
22?
22. So Nancy's kind of flying, or I guess he's flying around on his little
He
whip.
can fly.
And he is reading names to you as they fly by. And 3 really stick out to you as he's reading. One is called the Subversion. The next is the Rise and Fall of the 9 Gods.
Oh, all good things.
And the third is called The Essence of All Things Magical.
We're going to go for the essence of all things magical
Okay.
for 300 Alex.
All right, so it's on the second floor. So you quickly climb up a ladder, pull the book off a shelf, make a wisdom saving throw.
Just let me do intelligence one time.
No.
Ooh, okay, 18.
18. So you do not get lost in reading because it's an interesting book, but you immediately, when you open it up, you see like these images of monks in various key poses, like they're going through a kata.
Yep, yep.
And you see one explicitly like punching a solid surface and the surface shatters. And then you see another one punching a phantasmal surface, and you see these like there's cracks forming in the phantasmal surface. Like this monk has managed to grasp the ability to punch inanimate things or gain magical essence in its punching. You have found the correct text.
Ooh. All right, so I will jet down to the first floor,
And head
to the
outside.
ground level.
Okay. So you were east, right?
West.
You were west. West side. Okay. All right.
West side.
You can get to the brazier. You toss the book in,
Oh, I'm
Yep.
last.
and flips green. As that green flip happens, Saurus, this energy shoots up from the first one, the second one, and the third one, and you see
Yep.
them starting to like wrap around your fists.
Okay.
But you can tell that it's not quite complete yet.
Gotcha.
All right. Which takes us to Kaimana.
Was that all my action and everything?
Oh,
or
sorry. Yeah, the investigation check was your action. Yeah.
Do I still have a bonus action?
You have a
or-
bonus action. Yep.
Can I bonus action? Make sure this is actually a bonus action. Yes. Can I bonus action hex the giant swirling elemental?
Yep. It is text.
What does that mean?
Oh, sorry. There's things.
Has disadvantage.
He is hexed. I'm gonna say I have to choose a. Oh crap! What does hex do? Okay. Place a curse on him. He gets an extra D6 necrotic damage whenever I hit him with an attack, and he has disadvantage on one ability check type that I get to choose. So I'm gonna say strength.
Okay.
Disadvantage on strength checks for this guy.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to run up to that elemental.
The big
I'm
guy.
going to- yep. And I'm going. Let me put him. Yeah, right in front of him, I guess. So that
Yeah.
way, Abel can get flanking, and Soros could.
Whoa.
One of them can get around the side and get flanked.
Yeah, it's hard on the edges because these are sloped edges.
Yeah.
But you do have an open space for flanking in the back. Yeah.
Okay. And I will smack him with my stick.
All right, go ahead and roll your attack.
Stick.
23.
That definitely hits.
Stick of doom.
9 damage.
9 points
Magic.
of damage. Nice. That is magical, so it does full damage. Awesome. Anything else you want to do with your turn there, Kenmon?
Nobody's really hurt yet, right? So.
I think Mars the only one who's taken damage. I think it was mostly her pride.
Hey, that's incorrect. Looking at the numbers on my hit points.
Oh,
I
that's
will
right.
ask-
He did bludgeon you. That's true. Yeah.
I will.
Yeah, no,
I will.
he
I
did
will call
fuck
and
me
I'll
up.
ask if Mara's okay.
I could be better.
Not yet. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save it if things really get dire.
Okay.
Well, I can get her.
I'll be fine if I go a little worse than
Yeah, it's. I'm waiting until the final brazier's lit to know what our
Yeah.
timing is.
sure.
All right. You want to hold your bonus action then?
Not hold. I don't have anything to spend it on right now.
All right. Sounds good. Which takes us to after Kaimana and Jury.
Yep, fashionably late.
Yep. You keep your eyes closed and move forward.
Yep.
All right, and then you hit the door, open it, and then
Yep.
walk through.
Yeah.
And you find
And
yourself here.
Okay. I'll look at it now. It's probably safe now.
Okay, so what you have is this like beautiful, like ornate yellow or not yellow, red, like sash with white edging, almost like metallic white edging. You feel like it would be something you could tie across your chest or something like that.
Well, throw it in this fire.
All right, you throw it in the laser, and it flips, and then Soros with that last one, the light comes up and hits you, and now you feel like that green energy surrounding your fists, and then it kind of subsides into it, and that is there. Jury, do you want to do anything with your action or your bonus action?
Yeah, I'll give Source inspiration again.
All right, so you
And then I
inspire
go,
Soros.
yep, and I go, oh, was that the last one? That's embarrassing. Anyways. Anyways, yep.
All right. Which takes us up to the top, Source.
I'm gonna flank the elemental, and with my newly empowered magical hands, I'm going to punch him.
Okay, the Mephit will get an attack of opportunity on you as you move out of his range.
He can try.
Oh, yeah, he can try. Nope. 8 plus 3, 5, 8, 4, 13?
Nope.
Nope, okay. Yeah, so you move out of the range of the claw strike, and now go ahead and make your attacks against the elemental.
Natural 19 plus 8.
That hits.
So-
Armor class of 15.
And another 2, so that's 7 in damage.
Jeez.
Every damage I've rolled except for 1 has been a 2.
Alright.
Wow.
It's interesting, like you're punching out and you're like, this is not going to work, but when you slam into the air elemental, this like white energy hits from your fist into the elemental, and you just see it reverberate through its entire form in a way that should not have been possible.
And I'm going to spend a key point and make that a stunning strike.
Okay. He has to make a natural one. It doesn't matter what kind of saving throw it was.
Constitution.
Yeah, he is.
So he is stunned until the end of my next round.
Yes. So
So
all
I'm
attacks
gonna hit-
against him have advantage.
I'm going to hit him again.
Okay.
13 plus 8 is 21.
That hits.
Hey, a 6! So that's 11 in damage.
11. Nice. Okay. So next hit, the first hit, that shockwave of energy, you lock it in with your key, and his swirling form almost seems to like lock in place. And then when you smack out again, and you can kind of see like elements of him just like dispersing off of his body after you punch him.
And I will punch him. I will do flurry of blows and spend another key point.
Okay. Go ahead and make your 2 more attacks.
That's another 21.
Hits.
No, that's actually, let me roll because I had advantage. Yep, so that's the roll. That is a total of 9 in damage. And second attack, natural 18.
That hits.
So that one is a 7 in damage. As I roll another 2.
All right.
Wow.
Okay, nice. Like you're just packing into him, and you can just see like elements of his body like breaking off, and it's weird. Like they break off in almost like a solid chunk, and then evaporate. And he's starting to look hurt. Good. Anything else you want to do there, Source?
No, I'm setting him up for Kamana and Marlowe.
All right.
So,
Which takes us to Marlowe.
I'd like to stand up,
All right.
please. And then I will
Stand up.
get in on this dude however I can.
What's your movement speed?
Oh, what is my movement speed? I think it's just 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah, so it's 15, half to move up, half to
Yeah.
stand.
and you can get to there. So you have an attack against him.
Cool. First one with lightning rapier. Natural 20.
Okay.
Okay, so max damage on the die. Okay, not 2 max damages on the die. Okay,
Ooh.
okay, so that's gonna be 15 plus 5 is okay, so 21
Okay.
piercing damage
Okay.
and 12 lightning damage.
Reduced to 6 because he's resistant to lightning damage, but
Great, I mean, sure, whatever.
but that's a solid first hit. So.
Yep.
And he's
Yeah,
wounded.
think?
And he's wounded. So.
No, I have to hit him with the second attack to get him to wound.
Oh, that's okay.
Cool. So I'll try to hit him again. I don't think that. No, it's a 13.
Does not hit.
Okay, and then
Did you roll with advantage?
no. I
He's
didn't.
stunned. You have advantage on the attack.
The worst. I don't hit.
Okay.
Okay, and then I have third attack. So what is that? Of course, now you don't want to do anything good. That's a 15. Does that do it?
That just hits.
Okay, cool. So now it's embarrassing. 6 piercing damage,
Okay.
and he is
Wounded.
wounded.
It's okay.
Nice.
All right. Anything else, Mar, with your turn?
Alright. No.
Okay. So
Good girl.
he's stunned, so he can't do anything on his turn. The Mephit is going to go to the center, and you see him start to he's like right under the portal. He starts to like channel some energy, and then he explodes. But all of you suddenly feel this like sucking, pulling energy coming from the portal.
I don't like that.
It's starting to like pull you in its direction. You can either choose to go with it, or you can try to fight it.
I look at Source.
I can read lips, but you.
Go with it.
Okay, so you watch as like that pulling energy goes, and Saurus just lifts off his feet and flies up into the portal and vanishes. The enemy isn't able to resist anyway. It gets pulled up and vanishes as well. What are the rest of you going to do with that?
Oh no, I'm resisting.
Follow source.
And
Okay, make a strength saving throw. Abel disappears. Taimana? Taimana disappears.
I got a 12 to not go in the portal.
A 12.
I think I go in the portal.
Yeah, you go in the
Fuck.
portal. So
Yeah,
you're,
no.
you're like trying to
Like-
grab things as you go, and just you get sucked in anyway.
Oh no, I hate this.
And as you
Did you resist Marlowe?
No, I was
No.
I was looking for your judgment.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Okay,
let you go.
as you all slowly like you pass through the portal and you fly up into the portal, and it's almost like you are flying into the sky. And then as you pass through, you look down, and there's sky beneath you, to the left of you, to the right of you, behind you, above you, and all of you start to feel like you are falling. And that's where we're going to take our break.
Oh god.
So
What have
we,
you done, Saurus?
That was possibly a bad decision. I will admit that.
so you will be back in 10 minutes to figure out where you all are now.
Thank you, 10.
All right,
Oh my god,
thank you.
Butterford's across the continent. That's so funny.
We're in
We just got a
Feldspar.
ship. We can't
That's
abandon the
so
ship.
funny.
We're in Feldspar. All right, see you in 10.
All right.
Thank you, 10.
So welcome back from the break. So the ticket takers, after traveling to Saurus's monastery, decided to help with a ceremony to give him magical fists, and have now found themselves through a portal and are falling through an infinite space of sky.
It was a mistake. This was a mistake.
And you're just falling. You just feel the wind rushing past you, but it doesn't seem like you're falling towards anything.
Is there nothing we? Where is the wind creep? The elemental.
The wind elemental is like, it's still stunned because it's not Saurus's turn yet. So he like came through the portal and is just like floating next to the portal.
Oh, but he's wounded.
That's slowly leaving you behind.
Saurus.
He is wounded. Go ahead and roll wounding check on that.
Yeah. 3 damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna get to save for it.
Nope, that's a natural 3. All right. So as you guys are falling, what are you doing?
Well, I'm going to try to assemble or pull out my Eldritch Cannon Force Ballista,
Okay.
because there's still a wind elemental in play.
I'm gonna grab Kaimana since he's lighter, and I don't want him to fly faster than us.
No.
So I want to make sure he's not gonna fly away on accident.
Okay.
Just having a good time.
I'm just holding you, buddy. It's okay, buddy. Get me the fuck out of this place.
Of all the times not to have Featherfall in my spell list.
Oh yeah. Wow. Like, what do I
Um,
have?
everybody make an intelligence saving throw.
God, is this?
Ooh, I've got +7 to those.
Fine
Would
on
a
your
rope
time.
crit work?
Oh,
I
come
got a
on.
+6 to him. I'm never gonna use these.
I got a +3, but it didn't matter.
Oh my god! I rolled a 3. I got a 10.
I got a 4.
Oh, God.
11.
That's what I get for bragging. I got a +7. Oh.
Marlo.
22.
Oh my.
Marlo, you are falling, and you're just like this. I mean, I guess this is how I go.
Sorry, unfazed as ever.
Like, I don't know. But then, like, you start thinking, and you start thinking like, I need to be back there, and you feel suddenly like the trajectory of your fall change, and now you're falling upward, back towards the portal.
Oh, it's just
Oh.
believe in yourself shit. Okay, yeah.
We're in the
Never
element.
needed the feather.
We're in the elemental plane. You can fall in any direction.
Fall in any direction you want to fall in.
Wait, guys, no, come up here. Don't
What
do that.
What does that mean?
Just fall upwards. Just do it. You can.
I'm doing my flying squirrel impression, and I try and bank back up.
Okay, as you consciously make the decision
Flying
to,
rat.
your bank turns back up, and you're making your way back up towards the portal.
Okay. We'll try the same, seeing Marlo and
Yeah. As long as you're consciously making the decision to head in that direction, that's the direction you're now falling. Yep.
I feel like you choose first, and you get yanked from my hands.
I rolled a 7, so I don't
But
think.
Mar told us.
Oh,
how
okay,
it works.
okay.
Yeah, Mar gave
I'm
you
yelling
the,
it at you to
Okay.
do it.
Because she succeeded, so she.
Just think this way. Alright, so you guys fall back up. Hold on, let me pull this up.
Think happy thoughts, Kaimana.
think happy thoughts. It's a little bit of pixie dust and happy thoughts.
I think about leaving this place.
What about that? What was it, the guy in Mary Poppins who just like floats around on the ceiling laughing? Like that guy.
Yeah. Alright, so you all kind of fly back up in the direction of the elemental, and we'll say that we're back up at the top of the. Oh no, we're able. You're up.
It is me.
Yeah.
Let me make this bigger so I can see who I'm aiming. Oh yeah, I will. Are wind elementals resistant to anything? Would Abel know?
You can make an intelligence check if you want, but that would take your action.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that, buddy. I'm going to
Go.
fire with my bonus action, the Force Ballista.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Yes, sir. Ugh, a 10 to hit.
That misses. So you go to fire, and you're still like getting used to the like controlling where you're falling, and you fire, and it just flies off into the distance.
Okay, I'm going to try to firebolt him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your firebolt attack.
Let me find it. So, my arcane. There it is. 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so 2d10 damage for firebolt. 9 damage for firebolt.
Okay.
A d6 of necrotic for hex. So 6 necrotic damage.
Okay. How do you kill this elemental?
Oh my god.
Oh, well.
He was
And
on
then I
his
had
last
another-
legs thanks to Mars, like natural 20.
I had another d8 from my arcane firearm, but not necessary, I guess. I guess I just like when the firebolt comes out, it's like a little flamethrower, and it just like engulfs the wind elemental in fire and just necrotic energy, and just fizzles away.
And he vanishes there. And then as you're kind of there, you hear a voice ringing from all around you. It says, so I see that the monks have sent another one to test their metal.
Oh no.
Why does he have a sexy voice? Oh no.
And you're not exactly sure where it's coming from. It says, I shall provide a champion for you to fight. And this wind blasts out from the north and kind of forms a tornado in the center. And when it vanishes, this large earth elemental is there. Not earth elemental, air elemental is there. You can see its swirling form, but it's encased in armor and is carrying a large flail.
What kind of armor?
It's like platinum, maybe. It looks like heavy metal armor. But you don't know if it's like real or if it's like part of its magical form. Yeah.
DM,
You can find out.
Yep.
yeah. DM, can I ask a quick question? Can I move my hex to this new guy, or since he came after the other guy died, do I have to recast?
It takes a bonus action to move your hex, doesn't it? Or does
No,
it say
just
you can
says
do
when-
it
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
to move it?
It's okay. It'll be the same with
Yeah, that's
whatever.
yeah.
Okay, never mind. Dumb question. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Well, because like Hunter's Mark, I know you can move, but you move it as a bonus action.
Yeah.
So yeah. So it is
Yeah, it does say bonus action.
all right. And I realize now that like this background, while clouds, is also really difficult to see what's happening. But it's there. Maybe if I turn out the light, everything else will show up easy, quicker or better.
Ooh,
That's
that's way more
cool.
creepy.
That's really cool.
But now I guess it's easier to see where he is now because he was blending in with the background. So, all right. So,
See the shadows for the.
and I will roll his initiative. He will roll the exact same initiative as the elemental, so he'll go on that round. So it doesn't change anything. So Kaimana, this creature appears before you. What would you like to do?
Is it my turn? I thought I was lower in the initiative.
Well, so Abel and then you.
Just happened
Yep.
in the middle.
Okay.
Just happened in the middle.
I will kind of fly myself to just in front of it.
Like here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I want to, whichever one of those squares is best, either the one that's slightly up and to the left or this one, at Thunderwave at 3rd level.
Okay, so what's the radius on that?
Thunderwave is 15-foot cube.
Like that's from this direction?
Yeah, originating from me.
Okay, yeah, so this way you're going to be certain not to hit anybody.
Okay.
So this cube right here. Okay, and then it's a saving throw.
Constitution 15 saving throw.
Okay. Rolled a 14. What's his constitution? 14 plus 2, 16. So he takes
He's gonna take half.
half. And is it specifically, does it say thunder damage?
Yes.
Okay, so it'll be halved of that too.
He's immune.
Wow.
No, he's resistant to
like-
thunder damage. Yeah.
Dang it. I thought this
'Cause
for
the
sure
clouds.
I thought this was the one thing I had that might hurt him. All right.
So roll
So-
max damage, whatever your damage is.
All right. So 17 max, halved is 7.
No, is
or-
Eight.
and then halved again. So he takes 4 points of thunder
4
damage.
points for the 3rd level spell.
Oh no!
That's crazy.
And now I've just made a big noise and I'm sitting right in front of him.
And like it looks down in your direction, but like there's no face under the helmet. It's just like the swirling of wind and cloud. All right. Anything else you want to do there with your turn, Kaimana?
Say help.
Help. Okay. Calling for help is a free action. All right.
So is crying.
So is crying. Jury.
I'm gonna ignore that and then move further away.
Okay. How far do you want to go?
Just like 10 feet away, further away.
You
from
get
this thing.
there and you see like the little brazier that was there, like the green that was. I keep saying brazier. Brazier that was there is floating in the air next to you, and you realize like you can't go beyond that.
Oh,
So you're kind of in an arena.
I'll be like, you can't move past these things.
All right. And then what would you like to do?
I think I'm gonna hold action in case something gets near me to smack.
Okay.
And then, Source, do you still have inspiration?
I do.
Okay, I will just chill.
All right. That's good. And then that takes us up to the top. Saurus.
I zoom in. Can I get flanking with Kamana?
Yes, you can.
Oh, great. I'm glad I'm helping somebody.
I'm going to try and get it. I'm going to hit it several times, but I'm also going to try and get its attention so it's attacking me, not Kamana.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attacks.
Okay, first attack is an 18.
That just hits.
Okay. So that is another 2. So that's 7 in damage.
Okay, 7 points.
Second attack. That's much better. That's a 25.
That hits.
Not a 2. That is a total of 9.
9 points of damage. Okay.
And then I'm going to hit it a third time.
All right.
15.
That misses. So you punch out and connect with its armor twice, and you can feel it like doing damage. And then like your third swing, you're not quite used to the magical fist yet, and it just passes right through his less than corporeal form.
Okay.
All right. Anything else you want to do there with your turn, Source?
Nope.
All right. That takes.
Actually, I take that back. How much movement do I have left?
You still have.
50 feet normally.
Oh, then you have 20 feet of movement left.
I am going to spin around him so that I can give Marlowe flanking.
Okay. That would be the easiest way to go there. Sweet. All right, which takes us to Marlowe.
I thought I would get away with not wolfing out in this fight, and that's incorrect. So I will.
Skywolf.
I will become a werewolf, if
Okay.
but for a moment.
Marlowe goes into werewolf form.
Yes. And Josh, please hold me accountable for this. I have not been doing bloodlust rolls for so long because I always forget.
So when you're below 50%?
Yes, I don't remember the last time I've done that, and I'm terrible at remembering.
You're currently at what?
I'm currently 10 points away from that.
Okay, so if you
number.
get 10. Okay,
If
cool.
I get to 26, then we gotta start talking.
Okay.
But right now I'm fine. Cool. And then I will go hit him with sword, please.
Okay, good. Is this your lightning?
This is gonna be regular with lightning.
Okay, just the lightning is resistance, so
Right, so
just
it's immune
give me the half number on that. But yeah.
Okay. That's not. It certainly will not hit this man. Second one. Natural 20. I rolled a 2, a 3, and a 20.
Okay.
Can you believe?
Well, the natural 20 definitely hits, and this is with
That
the rapier of wounding.
Yeah.
Okay,
this
so
will be for
he's
your
also
wounding.
wounded from this. So
Were you
Okay.
rolling with advantage, Marlowe?
I wasn't, but I'm gonna count the 2 and the 3 as one hit.
Okay.
Because that's what I rolled. I rolled a 2 and a 3, so it'll be like one failed hit.
Okay.
Okay, so this will be first hit, rapier lightning. Wish I could say words. Let's see.
You're killing it. You got it.
Am I?
Yeah.
Okay,
Good
so I
deal.
rolled max damage the first nat 20, and now I've rolled 2 once. So that is gonna be 8
okay.
piercing damage,
Okay.
and 0 lightning damage. Because no, I'm sorry, it's 2, so he'll get 1.
It's 1 point of lightning damage.
He'll
Okay.
take 1, yeah, really stick it in the man. Okay,
Like a counter
and now, that is all I can do. Because I don't get a bonus action when that's my,
Right.
Counter
you-
around to give Kaimana flanking.
sure.
Okay. Steve move to give Kaimana flanking here. Good. All right. Good. Which takes us to the enemy. So
No.
you see him kind of like he takes the flail and kind of like loosens it in his grip, and he's going to. Let me see.
I'm like, I'm just gonna stand over here.
Yeah,
as a
he's
bird.
so he's gonna make 3 attacks with his flail rather than use his lightning strike on this turn, and he's gonna make 2 against Marlowe's, and then 1 swinging wide towards Saurus. Marlowe, the first is that's 21 to hit. That hits.
Yep.
The second one is 17 to hit.
No.
Doesn't because your armor class is what 20 now.
Ours is 19 when
19
I'm
now.
in werewolf form.
Okay,
Yeah.
and that is. Let me grab my.
I think that's right, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because, yes, 18 regularly, 19.
Oh well, that's fine because I rolled a 1 on the damage die. So that is 5 points of bludgeoning damage reduced to 2 for you.
Ow.
And then the second one missed, and then the third swing out towards Saurus. That is a 22 to hit Saurus.
Yep.
Um,
Hard to use my dodge skill when I'm floating.
that's true.
Yeah.
With a that is 9 points of bludgeoning damage, Saurus, to you as the flail impacts in your direction.
Okay.
Okay, and then let's see. It's gonna get surrounded anyway, so that's fine. So it's just gonna stand where it is, and it's built as a tank, so it'll take it. And then that'll end its turn. But you see, like with each hit, there's this like crackling energy that seems to be building up on the flail, like he's getting ready to release something maybe a little more powerful. Good, which takes us
Kill
to
it. Kill it now.
which takes us to. I have too many pages. Abel.
Okay, so The first thing I want to do as a bonus action is hex this guy again.
Okay, so he's hexed. Oh, and
You-
roll the wounding die too, Mar.
Yes, twice now.
Yep.
Right? Okay. 5.
5. Okay.
Okay. And then I want to Eldritch Blast him. I'm going to Eldritch Blast him.
All right, go ahead and fire your 2 blasts.
Natural 20 for the first one.
Nice.
That definitely will hit.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and roll damage on that one. 9 force damage
Okay.
plus. Does the hex is it only once per turn or once per attack?
It's once per attack, I think, isn't it?
I don't know. Okay, that's 9 force damage. I think it just says whenever you do damage.
I can't believe I rolled a nat 20 and did 10 damage.
That is
Awesome.
Yeah. I keep saying like alternate rolls for nat 20s, and I'm like, those alternate rolls might make more sense.
Just says until the spell ends. Okay, another d6 of necrotic. 1 point of necrotic.
It's doubled, so it's 2.
Okay, so 2 points of necrotic.
Yep.
And then I
All
get
dice are doubled when you roll a nat 20.
Cool. My second Eldritch Blast.
And your arcane cannon.
It's not. That's not an artificer spell, so I don't get.
Oh, okay.
Arcane Fire
You're good.
Bomb
All right,
bonus
good.
on that one.
Yep.
This one's just an 8 to hit.
That misses. So the first one slams into him, and he kind of leans back with it. And then the next one, you like go to fly, and you're like down, and you like accidentally start flying down for a moment, and you shoot straight up into the air, and then you right yourself. So, but then you're there. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna back up closer to the brazier
Okay.
and hold my position there.
You don't want to fire your ballista?
I can't because I use my bonus action.
Oh,
to
you
hex.
did your hex. That's right. All right. Good. That takes us to Kaimana.
I want.
Oh, and I'm gonna say he has disadvantage on strength again.
Okay.
Make check.
I want to like open like my arms, take like an guarded pose,
Okay.
and make myself like try to appear like as big and inviting a target as I can to him.
Okay. Roll. You're not trying to intimidate him. Roll.
No. I want
Persuasion?
this is an
Persuasion.
easy. I want this to be an easy hit. Like he's like, oh, I'm gonna hit that.
Okay. Roll a persuasion check then.
Roll a meat sack check.
No. Well, okay, 10.
A 10. Let's see. He rolled a 2. So he looks in your direction, and he's swinging his flail. So you think you might have gotten his attention.
And I'm gonna just I'm gonna wait.
Okay, you're gonna wait. All right. So you're holding an action, or are you?
Nope, I'm waiting to use a reaction.
Okay, good. All right, Jury. Let's see.
I don't have any long range of spells that don't kill everyone. So, I'm gonna cast. No, I'm not. I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna stay here, but I'm gonna heal Mar
Okay.
with Healing Word.
Oh,
So I'll give you 2nd level Healing Word.
Yeah, that's good because I don't want that bloodlust.
Yeah,
coming.
because you were only like 3
I-
points away from bloodlust at that point, or
I
Five.
don't know what the fuck that does, but
5.
that sounds good.
Yeah.
What the fuck do I cast this on?
yeah.
Oh, here you go. So that gives you 11 points of
Ooh,
healing.
11. Okay,
Thank
good. So
you.
16
I rolled
away from bloodlust.
super
So.
Yeah. I'm watching it now. I truly have forgotten for maybe the last 5 fights.
I don't know how close you've gotten, so I don't, because I don't even remember.
I have gone down in fights consistently.
Oh,
I would
it
argue
sh-
that I
it
almost
sh-
definitely have been close.
It should have been in the
Never-
Rakshasa fight, but yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
now
I
your
didn't.
jury-
I didn't go down in that fight. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
But
think Jury was healing.
Yeah.
yeah,
All right. Anything else you want to do with your turn, Jury, other than healing Mar with your action?
No, I think I'll just.
Okay, good. Which takes us up to the top. Source. Oh, he's fine.
Just had a heck of a cough.
I'm gonna attack.
Okay, go ahead and make your attacks.
Yes, even with advantage.
Okay.
One is a 18.
An 18 just hits. That's its armor class.
All right, and I'm going to make this a stunning strike.
Okay. Constitution
so
save.
Constitution save versus 12.
Let him hit me.
16.
Okay.
That was a 16 on the save.
He passed.
Yeah.
He passed.
Also, Rob, if you wanted to use your inspiration, you could.
Yeah.
For
My first attack would not have
Oh, okay.
made a
Did make
difference.
sure. Did make sure.
Yeah. And that was a total of 9 damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit him one more time.
All right.
And that is 25.
That definitely hits.
Max damage, 11.
11. Nice. 6. It's beginning to look a little hurt. Alright, anything else you want to do there with your turn, Source?
I'm going to swing around to give Marlowe flanking.
Alright, you can absolutely do that.
Smart.
Alright. Good, which takes us to Marlowe.
Okay. Hit, please. Oh boy, it's just 20s or nothing today, gang.
No.
That is a 15 to
That
hit.
misses. So your first swing goes wide.
Okay. Oh, that was a bizarre way that this rolled. That is a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. I think we talked about this before. So if I miss on the first one, the second one is still the other sword, right? That's how it works?
Yeah, because you're swinging and then you swing. Yeah.
Right, okay. So this is the wounding.
Okay, so
So
you
this
get
is
wounded again. Yep.
1 die. Well, he would have gotten to save by this point as well. So
He saved from the
14.
first one, so but he's re-wounded. So
Okay.
14
So-
points. Yeah.
14,
Okay.
and then I will try to hit him again. I don't know how to show it to you, but is the see?
Natural 20.
Yay.
Those are pretty
It's
dice.
the third one. That's
Yeah.
a lot.
Where did you go?
This
Well, that's
one
fine,
little die,
because
man.
Saurus rolled 2 natural 1s earlier, so I think this is balancing out.
That's the same die that I rolled that nat 20 in the one shot.
Yeah.
It's a good. You're a good little die. I think that's the first dice I ever got. Anyway, stop with this tangent. Okay, so 16 piercing damage
Okay.
and 2 points of lightning damage reduced to 1.
Reduced to 1. Okay. All right. Sweet. Attack. You pierce through and you can see elements of the gaseous form starting to kind of separate. The armor looks like it's beginning to kind of crack in places. Good. Anything else, Smar?
Is Kaimana still in there?
Kamana is still there. Yeah.
Okay, I'll move to give him flanking if he's not already got it.
You were already given Kamana flanking, so that's good.
Perfect.
Yep.
I hold my own.
All right. So it takes us back to the Myrmidon. It's going to make 2 strikes. Let's see if it goes for you, Kamana. Yeah, it's going to make 2 flail attacks against you, and then the third is going to be its lightning strike.
Okay.
So the first one is a 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so that is 10 points of bludgeoning damage on the first hit.
Okay.
The second one's a natural 1, so the second one misses. But then you see as it swings past you, it's gathering electrical light around it. And the third strike coming in at you is his lightning strike.
I cast absorb elements at 3rd level.
3rd level. Okay, how much does it absorb?
It doesn't absorb. I just get resistance to this attack, and he gets hit next time I hit him with 3d6 of the damage type.
Oh, nice. So you take normal damage from the bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
So that's only 6 points of bludgeoning damage, but then the lightning damage is 48. 5, 6, 10, 15 points of lightning damage. So
7.
reduced to 7. Yeah.
Alright.
But the lightning transfers into you, and now you've got some like lightning surrounding you, and like your hair is like standing on end, like static charge. A little puffball. But you've got it there ready to go. Okay, and that'll end his turn, which takes us to Abel.
Oh, it's me again.
Yep.
Comes around real fast. All right,
I was after Kaimana.
It goes Abel, then Kaimana, then Jury.
Wasn't
Oh,
it was a
this is like
reaction.
a reaction.
Reaction, yeah.
I was confused.
All right, Abel.
Oh, sorry. I am going to force ballista this guy.
Okay.
Crap, a 9 to hit. What is
That
going on?
misses. Your force ballista goes wide.
Jesus. All right, that's cool. That's cool. I'm gonna try to Eldritch Blast him then.
All right, make your 2 Eldritch
I got
strikes.
more attempts with the Eldritch Blast. Nope, that one misses. It's an 8 to hit. God, man. Oh, 12 to hit.
Nope. All of your shots are going wide. They're disappearing out into the sky, and you can just see the trail of them going as far as you can see until they vanish from view.
Not a very good ranged character here. Okay. Yep.
All right, which then takes us to Kaimana. You're swirling with energy, Kaimana.
All right, so I've got advantage to hit.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna use a bonus action to cast Shillelagh.
Wasn't it already up?
Okay, yeah, I never did drop it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've got Shillelagh, and so I will hit him with my stick. So roll twice. Does 17 hit?
Just misses.
Okay, so that doesn't connect.
Now, but you can do an unarmed punch if you want.
It's the same. It's the same to hit. But I can still do that in the next turn.
No, I mean like as a bonus action, you can do an unarmed punch.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I get advantage with that as well, right?
Yeah, just to see if it connects.
20.
20
and-
hits.
3 hits.
And a 7. Okay.
20 hits.
20
So
hits.
20 hits.
Yeah.
So
Hit him with
he's
your tiny
it's
hands.
like a D2. So for the
Ooh,
for the,
2.
for the basic
Yeah,
damage.
so I'll just roll a d4 and divide by 2.
Yeah.
One.
Okay, so he takes 0 points of damage from that because he's resistant to bludgeoning damage, but you can release the
Yeah.
you can release the stored energy now.
10.
10 points of damage, and it's lightning damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so he takes 5, but that's good. All right.
Well,
Sweet.
the whole point was I didn't want that mace going. Like,
No, that's
anywhere
good.
else.
Like to absorb that for you. That's sweet. All right, Jury. That takes us to you.
I'm gonna see if I can get an up fight because I'm pretty useless. So I can move 30 feet towards it.
You can get right up to it,
Okay, I'm gonna try to hit him with my rapier.
and
See
you
how
have
this
advantage thanks to Kaimana.
Okay, thanks, Kaimana. Oh, the advantage helped. I got a 23,
That hits.
and I rolled 9.
9 points of
max
damage.
damage.
Nice. Starting to look pretty hurt.
Yeah. And I'll give Abel inspiration.
Abel's been missing everything.
He
You're just like,
needs
oh.
it. He needs it.
There you go.
There you
I
go,
need it.
buddy.
All right. Good.
Thank you.
Which takes us back up to the top. Source. I think you're muted, Source.
I hit him.
All right, go ahead.
18.
18 hits.
And that is 8.
Okay.
I hit him again. That's a miss. No, wait. No, 9 plus 8 is 17. That's a miss.
Misses,
Oh, roll your
yeah.
inspiration.
Oh, yeah. I'll use my inspiration on that
So
one.
it'll hit then, yeah.
Yep. So that's 20.
Yep.
That's a guarantee.
Another 2, so that's 7 in damage.
Okay.
And then third attack is 26.
That hits.
And is 9 damage.
How would you like to take out the Myrmidon?
Wow.
Yes.
I mean,
Appropriate.
he had to get it.
Just broke its
I just punched through its armor, just right through the middle of it.
yeah, and it's beautiful. Like you punch through and like you impact its armor, but then like the magical essence around your fists just powers you into him, and you punch through. And as you're going through his body, you hit something kind of smaller than palm sized, and you open your palm as you're passing through, catch it, and then the rest goes out. Your fist continues on. And then as soon as you punch through, he just dissolves into mist around you. And then you look down in your hand and you have like this little gem that it's like kind of pulsing with energy.
We'll keep it.
You have a Myrmidon heart.
And-
Yeah.
And I will aim for the portal.
All right. So you pass through the portal. Everyone followed Soros through.
Yes,
Alright.
get me out of here. Yes.
So you all fly your way back through the portal, and you find yourselves like tumbling out of the portal in the monastery of the Four Winds, and kind of on the dais, and you just hear a
Superhero landing.
very nicely done. Sirico's there floating, and just very nicely done. First, he motions, and the sash, the blue sash, flies out of the brazier, and kind of floats next to him, and then motions, and the red sash comes out, and the red sash drapes across Soros's chest, and then the blue sash ties around Soros's waist, and then the compass flies out of the other brazier and goes to where like kind of a belt piece would go, and you see it creates like a belt clasp there, a buckle, yeah, to hold the sash in place. And then Sirico kind of motions to Soros, and the last piece.
I hand over the
Yeah, takes the Myrmidon heart,
the thing.
and they place the Myrmidon heart at the center of the compass, and the compass flares with light for a second, and this air kind of like blasts around you, Soros, and you feel like the magical essence of this sash that has been passed to you. Mm-hmm. And then Sirico kind of bows. You have passed the challenge and are a full monk of the monastery now. Congratulations,
I bow.
Soros.
I give a deep bow.
Slow clap, slow clap.
And of course,
Thank you, my friends.
yes, it is always helpful for a monk to not travel alone in the world. And you clearly have a good group traveling with you. Alright. And so that's where we'll pick up next week with our next
All right, Cool. I do have one question for him. I will pose it next time, but just so I don't forget,
Yeah.
I'm going to ask him about the veil tether.
Oh, yeah. Okay, smart. And let me just see. He wouldn't have been able to hide it, because that's really low. When they were putting the piece on you, there was a moment where you saw them looking at your arm, and with a sense of concern.
Yeah.
So we'll pick up there next week with that, and then figure out what's going on in Hightower. I will send you the stats for your new Sash of the Four Winds.
Thank you.
Ooh.
And thank you, everyone.
Oh yeah.
I'm never doing you a favor
I do
again,
want to
but-
say, Kaimana coming out of the portal would have just landed like a wet mop onto the floor.
No.
And there just would have been like a curl of smoke like coming off of like.
Oh, still like a poof ball.
I just like Kaimana doing the Puss in Boots, the big eyes of going, hurt me.
No.
And it worked.
Mhm.
So good.
That it did.
All right. Well, see you all next time.
Thank
All right,
you.
guys.
Thank you,
Have
everyone.
a great week.
Yeah. Good night.
Night.
Everybody pick up Fizzman's, what is it, Dragon?
It's not out till October.
I know.